Hey now, PD Grizz, Swiss Army Grizz, at it again. And today I thought I would do something completely different. Obviously, every video I've done so far has been about a Swiss Army knife. So today I'm going to show a couple of fixed blades that I like to use, because believe it or not, sometimes a Swiss Army knife just isn't quite enough and you need something a little meatier. So first of all, I mean, these aren't anything incredible, but these are what I like to carry when I go camping, which I haven't been able to do for a little while. But when I do get to go camping again in the future, this is something I'll bring with me. This is the Schrade SCF. Is that? Yeah, SCH 55. It's been a couple of years since I bought it. 1095 carbon steel. Got that gray coating on it, which I've kind of worn off in places. I ground this a little sharper to hit a fire steel back when that was something that amused me. And very cool little knife, very thick, 3/16 inch stock, you know, full tank construction, FRN slabs, little lanyard dongle on it. The pommel has this, you know, graded end that would certainly handle smashing duties, whether it's smashing rocks or smashing skulls. I think that would do a fantastic job. Hopefully not having to do either of the two. As the molded sheath, not quite Kydex. It's got this very tough rubber belt loop. Works well. Can be positioned for scout draw or whatever you want. I've had this for a number of years. So inside here, I've got a bunch of stuff to start fire. You see it's taped shut and stuff. There's no way I'm opening that up, maybe in another video. But got a fire steel, got a bunch of tinder, fishing kit, water purification tab, all kinds of stuff in there. Back when I was like a wannabe prepper and thought, you know, the world's going to end and I'm going to like hide in the woods and live off of raccoon meat or some shit like that. But we all know that ain't happening. Unless the apocalypse is wheelchair accessible, I don't think I'm going to be doing too great out there. So next, I'm going to try something that's going to look absolutely ridiculous. My BK32. And some of you are probably familiar with Becker knives. And some of you are probably familiar enough to be like, what the hell is a BK32? You probably heard of a BK2. Well, the BK2 is what Ethan Becker, you know, designed as his ultimate hard-use camp knife at one point. I mean, he's obviously set out to design that a number of times over, but his famous line about this was that you could field dress a Buick with it, and I'm sure you could. Full 1/4 inch thick, it weighs a full pound. You know, it weighs 16 ounces, 1 full pound, which is extremely heavy for a knife. Not the greatest chopper, not the greatest slicer, but if you just want a brute for, if you just want to have some fun batoning some logs, you can't go wrong, you know. Obviously, there's longer knives and there's bigger knives. There's all kinds, but this is just a fun little knife. And it's a BK2. What makes it a BK32 is that the BK2 standard came with black handles and a black coating. And this came with a clear coating with the laser etched BK and K bar. Basically, this was meant to be used as a display knife. And I used it anyway because a display knife ain't got no place in my display. The knives I display are knives that are beat up and been used for 60 or 70 years. And that's when I think they're worthy of displaying. Anybody can buy a new knife. But having a knife with some character is what makes it interesting to me. So, got the hockey grip on here, you know, nothing, no big deal, nice and sharp. Got a little choil action down there, you know. Got the saber grind, comes up, you know, a little bit above halfway up and then flattens off. So, very cool little knife. Hardly little. Could barely even see it. I mean, if I was in better shape, I'd get this in a position where you could see everything. Got the nylon sheath And again, I've got it packed with all sorts of accessories and stuff that I'm not going to pull out here because there's just no point. It would be absolutely ridiculous to do so. But anyway, very cool knife. I love this. It's just fun, man. You put this by the campfire, you know, by a stump, and you can just have a blast batoning wood with it and doing all kinds of stuff, chopping down trees with it if you want to. It's just a fun knife if you just want to go out in the woods and hack at some stuff with it. And that's really what that kind of knife is all about. I don't know if I honestly, you know, this is the type of knife that often gets called a survival knife. I'd rather have a smaller knife as a survival knife, but, you know, to each their own. Anyway, that's all about that. That's me getting tongue-tied. I'll see you in the next one. Peter Greer is out.